Hey y'all, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you a brand new pair of earth grounding shoes, all natural. You've never seen anything like this before in your life, I'm sure of it, because I had not seen anything like this before. Basically, I kept thinking to myself, what is the best sole for a shoe? They've used leather, and they've used rubber, and they've used wood. They've used all these different things. None of those things conduct, and so they cannot ground you to the earth. But then I started to learn about hair a couple of years ago, because I tried to compost my dog's hair after I shaved it all off, and it wouldn't break down. It was very resistant to degrading. And so I thought, well, then that is probably a very good surface for a person to walk on. And then I thought, oh yeah, wool. Wool rugs are the perfect thing to walk on, and so I started making my orthotics out of wool. And so for a year or so I've been making orthotics out of wool, and they do resist wear. And then, but what I wanted to do though, is I wanted to create a shoe that had a sole made out of something like wool. But I just didn't think of it until recently, but guess what the perfect thing to make soles out of is? A wool rug. And so I bought this 100% wool Afghan prayer rug. It's one of those little prayer rugs that they pray on. And it's beautiful, and I hated to cut it, but you know what? Wahoo! Look at that. Look at that. I went walking in these things last night. These are the best shoes since sliced toast, baby. I'm telling you. They ground like nobody's business. They are so comfortable, and they are flat as can be. I mean, it don't get any flatter than that. So it's like I'm walking around on a wool rug all the time. And I've walked on the sharpest of rocks and sharp twigs and all of that, and it's no trouble, baby. It's no trouble. It just gives me reflexology benefits. And so I am just excited today. It's a nice day out there. Can you see that? It's a nice day, and I am just about to take you with me to Carrier Park here in Asheville, and we're going to go cut a rug. Pun intended. We'll see you there. Man, it is just a fine, beautiful day today. Woo! I'm not sure I told you this or not. Oh yeah, I did. I told you in the juggling video when I went to the juggling convention that I drive 55. Most of the time when I'm on the freeway, I drive 55 miles an hour. And most of you would immediately assume that people would be honking at me or, flipping me off or something like that. Sometimes I think they do get a bit annoyed. But for the most part, I'm not too concerned. I'm starting to get a little bit more of a scab on me in regards to not worrying about what's going on with other people, because I'm realizing more and more that we're all just humans, but there's a lot of screwy people, and that I need not worry about them, because creation takes care of everything. She just got a bath time. You should see this dog. She hops right in the tub. My roommate looks at it in amazement, because most dogs Oh my gosh, look at that. I was talking to you and I got up to 70. So what I was going to say is that usually I put it on cruise control like that, and then I get it at 55. There, 55. I get it at 55 and set it, and then I just cruising, on a Sunday afternoon. And it is Sunday afternoon, and we're going to go test out once again, well, not for the first time, but we're going to test out for the second day the new grounding shoes made out of a rug, a wool rug sole. And the reason they ground is because your feet have moisture that gets into the wool, and water conducts electricity. Also, you'll pick up some moisture from the grass. And some of you may be thinking, well, what if it's really wet outside? Well, you know, maybe I'll make a pair that are covered with beeswax, melt some beeswax and insulate them with that so that water can't get in very much, but just a little bit. So I'm pondering on all these things, and there's all different kinds of shoes that you can make. So let's just keep on going to the park and enjoying a beautiful day. I forgot to mention I'm eating some grapes as we're driving along here, organic grapes. They are seedless, unfortunately. It would be great if they had normal foods again that have seeds in them. Anyways, they are pretty good. I've been told not to feed any grapes or raisins to the dog. To do with being toxic for their livers. I have to look that up. Okay, we're ready. It takes a lot to get ready to go walk the dog. You gotta have pooper scoops, you gotta have the harness on, you gotta have your grounding shoes on. Grounding shoes? Yeah, you know. The grounding shoes that look like what do those look like? God knows. Only God knows. These grounding shoes look like I'm the court jester. Look, tell me that I don't look like the court jester. So, I'm going without a shirt today, and I've got kind of a full belly. It looks like I'm pregnant. Been eating a lot of good foods today. And I'm going to get a little more sunshine. Yeah, sunshine, baby. And what a beautiful day. I don't think I want to play the lawn bowling. Check it out, they got a lawn bowling court here. And people stand on this fake grass and roll balls and try and hit the other people's balls or come close to another ball or something. But, man, woo, it's a nice day. And I am grounded to the earth. Ah, sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always gets me high. John Denver was the greatest. That guy's not supposed to be here. Hopefully the cops will come soon. Okay. One small, oh, it's just a little tiny log. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Come here, Chakra. I think we're going to go back and call the cops on that buck. See that big cloud of smoke over there from that motorbike? I'm not going to go over there. So I'm just going to breathe. Maybe I'll just wait here for a minute and he'll go away. Ah, he's going over. He's over there. Good. Maybe he won't come back this way now. I'm sure somebody's already calling the cops. Now check this out. This used to be a third of a mile racetrack for stock cars. And this is so atypical of Asheville. In 1999, they closed it down and turned it into a bicycle riding track. And I believe on Thursday nights they have races here. And then in the center is a park, and maybe you can see the kids playing in there. And okay, so we're going to keep going now. Hopefully the motorcycler does not come back. And he got out his frustrations. Just beautiful. That was such an odd thing. That guy riding a motocross bike at the park. I've never seen that ever in this park before. This woman is looking at me like, what are you doing? Okay, so there is the volleyball courts. And they have basketball in the middle there. And I continue to just ground to the earth and walk so comfortably. Now, of course, anyone can walk on grass, even with bare feet. And of course, that would feel great. And I'm all good for that, but we're testing the new shoes today. And we're going to test them on some rather rough surfaces, like bark. Okay, so bark. Bark, no problem. Yeah, bark. Now check it out, I can get some reflexology by putting my foot right there on that tree root. Just kind of working it. You know, it's not going to hurt my feet, because I'm cutting a rug. I got a rug under them. It's a pretty thick rug. Pretty thick. Of course, I got one of those good old sewing machines from the early 70s, made in Japan. Can sew through like half an inch of anything. So yeah, usually some of this bark might not be too good to walk on with bare feet, but with these shoes, no troubles. There's a river down there. That's the French Broad River. When I first heard that, I thought, French Broad? Where's the French Broads? That's just what I need. Couple of nice French Broads. But there weren't any. There are some. But you better not call them that. So, I have not felt any discomfort with these shoes. Now, I think that what I'm going to do is start to sell these on my website. So, I'm probably going to develop them a little bit and make sure that they're as rock solid, sturdy, durable as I think they are before I start selling them. And I don't know how much I'm going to sell them for, so don't ask yet. But stay tuned for more videos on the grounding earth orthotic. Well, they're not orthotic yet. They're going to be orthotics as well as grounding shoes and all natural. But it's going to take a little bit of time for me to achieve that one. But I'll use millet or buckwheat hulls and we'll get her done. We'll get her done. So thanks for joining me. Hope you're well. Bye. I decided I wanted to add a little bit more to this video because what I wanted to share with you was that I would prefer to walk in the grass with just bare feet. And most of the time when I'm doing my regular thing, it's just nice to have just bare feet and no shoes, even though they're flat shoes and totally natural. But if I were walking on something like this, just gravel, see? Gravel. Then I would definitely want my barefoot walking shoes, and I'm still grounded, but my feet are protected. Woohoo! By a nice rug. You see that? Chakra, come here. Can you see that? That is an Afghan rug. A piece of it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take these shoes back to the car and the camera back to the car and go and enjoy a nice walk. And I hope you've got a park near you that you can just go and walk with your bare feet sometime in the next day or two. And I'm telling you, it does the body good and the mind too. Bye. Oh crap! I forgot to mention a couple of other things. Now check these shoes out. You know how light these shoes are? I'll bet you that weighs like 6 ounces, 8 ounces. And you know how durable I'll bet you these are? Now I'm not positive. We'll see. We'll see how long they last. But I would have to bet that these will last for a long time. And I sewed them like heavy duty all the way around the outside. And where I'm rubbing on them with my foot is in here, not on the outside. So the outside should not wear out. And I don't know, man. So far I'm liking them. Pretty cool.